Hello, my name is Carol Johnson and I work here in the Sioux Valley Governance Office. I'm here to introduce the Sioux Valley Dakota Oyate Citizenship Law. This is a video that is just going to explain a little bit on what this law is. This law, the Sioux Valley Dakota Oyate Citizenship Law, was developed by the Citizenship Committee, who was formed in 2019. They have been meeting regularly since 2019 and have developed a citizenship law. I just want to introduce a bit of our staff from our governance office. So we have Melissa Hotain, who is the Director of Intergovernmental Affairs. There's myself, Carol Johnson, the Self-Government Coordinator. We have Kimberly McKay-Daniels, who is our Communications Coordinator. We have Sandra Cooling, our Information Manager. We have Laura Pratt, who is our Dakota Language Writer and Coordinator. We have Cheyenne Ironman, our Lands Manager. We have Jocelyn Ross, who is our Administrative Assistant. And we have Daryl Hodkin, our Justice Coordinator. We also have on our team Denitza DePaula, who is also working with our IT.
Good afternoon. I'm Lorraine Pompana. I'm co-chair of the Sioux Valley Dakota Nation Citizenship Committee. And our committee consists of the following. The chairperson is J.D. Elk, and committee member Jamie Eastman, committee member Cheryl McKay, committee member Sharon Tatchin, and committee member Kimberly McKay. So we have been busy as a citizenship committee for, I guess, over a year now. But one of the things we're planning is that we're going to be doing community engagements. And so we continue to acknowledge the fact that we are in a pandemic, and it has affected the traditional engagement strategies used in the past, like in person. Since the initial presentation in December of 2020 and the survey results, the Citizenship Committee has been revising the draft law based on the direction from the community. The Citizenship Committee has prepared an information package which includes a draft of the Sioux Valley Dakota Oyate Citizenship Law and a summary of the Sioux Valley Dakota Oyate Citizenship Law. Members of the Citizenship Committee will be available to answer questions and listen to community input in regards to the proposed draft citizenship law. The community will vote on the proposed Sioux Valley Dakota Oyate Citizenship Law in April of 2021. And regarding the citizenship summary, the purpose is to preserve and promote the integrity and identity of the Sioux Valley Dakota Oyate, identify persons who have a right to citizenship, identify persons who may be granted citizenship, and determine how persons may acquire or lose citizenship. And the principles are respect the equality of men and women, respect the acquired rights of persons who, at the time this law comes into effect, were or are members of Sioux Valley Dakota Oyate, and respect the acquired rights of persons who, at the time of this law coming into effect, were or are eligible to become members of Sioux Valley Dakota Oyate.
Hi, I'm Cheryl McKay, and I'm part of the Citizenship Committee. I'm here to talk about the Citizenship Law Summary. The committee will consist of 6 appointed persons who will receive all citizenship applications and information, make decisions on approving or rejecting applications for citizenship, can revoke citizenship in certain circumstances outlined in later slides, and review petitions for revocation also outlined in later slides. In Section 5, we have the Enrollment Officer. The appointment The appointed enrollment officer will be responsible for maintaining an accurate and up-to-date citizenship register, be responsible for receiving and processing applications for citizenship, providing all applications and supporting documentation that meets the requirements of this law to the Citizenship Committee, providing information concerning citizenship, and generally carrying out all other duties as may be required for the proper administration of the law. Continuing with Citizenship Register, Section 6. Citizenship Register will be maintained at the government office, and it will be set out as follows: names of all persons who are citizens and the date they became citizens, and names of all persons who were citizens but no longer are, and the date those persons ceased to be citizens. No disclosure of information unless required by the nation for internal purposes or a request is made by the individual seeking confirmation of citizenship on their behalf. The names on the Sioux Valley Dakota Nation ban list as of the date the law comes into effect will be the same names on the Citizen Register. Note, being a citizen of Sioux Valley Dakota Nation pursuant to this law will not affect your Indian status pursuant to the Indian Act. Citizenship Eligibility, Section 7. Members, if you were a member of Sioux Valley Dakota Nation immediately before the coming into effect of the law, you will be a citizen as of the date the law comes into effect. Eligibility: to be a citizen of Sioux Valley Dakota Nation, you must meet one of the following qualifications. You are not a member but were eligible for membership in Sioux Valley Dakota Nation immediately before the law comes into effect. You were born to at least one parent or grandparent who is or was a direct descendant of Sioux Valley Dakota Nation. You are a minor who has been adopted by someone who is on the ban list or is on the Citizenship Register, or you are a qualified spouse, meaning you are married to or in a common law relationship with a citizen. Restriction: you cannot be a citizen of Sioux Valley Dakota Nation if you are a member or citizen of another First Nation in Canada.
Section 8 of the Sioux Valley Dakota Oyate Citizenship Law covers the application procedure, which is Section 8. When submitting an application, a person may apply to the enrollment officer in the standard form setting out supporting evidence for eligibility, such as the ban list, medical records, oral evidence, etc. An applicant must complete and provide the following checks dated within 3 months of the application, such as a criminal record check if 18 years and older, a child abuse registry check if 14 years of age or older, an adult abuse registry check if 14 years of age or older. A legal guardian may apply for a minor or a person who is mentally incapable. Then there will be a review of the application. The enrollment officer will ensure all documentation has been received with the application and will advise the applicant if anything is missing. Once an application is complete, the Citizenship Committee will review the application and can request additional information, interview the applicant, and can communicate with a former band if applicable. Rejection. The Citizenship Committee may reject the application for one of the following reasons. The applicant is not eligible to be a citizen. The applicant's conduct has not exhibited a character or lifestyle in accordance with the customs and laws of Sioux Valley Dakota Nation. The applicant poses a threat to the health, peace, order, or good government of Sioux Valley Dakota Nation, or for any other purpose that does not align with the integrity or identity of Sioux Valley Dakota Nation. Acceptance. When an applicant is accepted, The applicant will be placed on the Citizenship Register and must swear an oath of allegiance to uphold the laws of Sioux Valley Dakota Nation and the good reputation of Sioux Valley Dakota Nation. Section 9 covers the probationary period. When an applicant is placed on the Citizenship Register, that person is subject to a 1-year probationary period. Limited citizenship rights during the probationary period include ineligible to be a candidate in an election for council, ineligible to vote in an election for chief and council, ineligible to vote in any community approval process, and subject to probationary limitations to programs and services in accordance with the policies of each program or service. Removal during probationary period. If the person demonstrates a threat to the health, peace, order, or good government of Sioux Valley Dakota Nation, the Citizenship Committee can remove that person's name from the Citizenship Registry before the end of year 1.
Hi everyone, I'm Kimberly McKay and I'm also part of the Citizenship Committee, and today I'll be reading the revocation of citizenship, which is section 10. So there are a few ways that citizenship can be revoked, and the first one is by resignation or death. Another way is by decision of the Citizenship Committee for one of the following reasons. The person obtained citizenship through false or fraudulent means or as a result of an error. A person is a member of another First Nations in Canada and will not abandon his or her membership or citizenship status with the other First Nation. And also if a person is no longer qualified as a spouse by reason of divorce or separation. Any person subject to potential revocation by the Citizenship Committee will have an opportunity to respond and provide information. So another way citizenship can be revoked is by a community approval only if the person is a threat to the health, peace, order, or good government of the nation. This requires a petition in writing outlining the threat with signatures of 10% of eligible voters and a non-refundable fee of $200. The Citizenship Committee will review the petition and consult with elders on whether it is a valid threat to Sioux Valley Dakota Nation. If found to be a valid threat, a community approval process will be held for the community to either vote for or against the petition to revoke the person's citizenship. 25% of eligible voters must vote in favor of the petition in order for the citizenship to be revoked by the community approval process. There is going to be a process to be reinstated, so if your citizenship was revoked by a community approval process, you can reapply for citizenship in the following manner. You can reapply after 2 years have passed from the date of revocation, and it also requires a petition in writing with 10% of the eligible voters and a non-refundable fee of $200. A community approval process will be held, and citizenship will only be reinstated if 25% of eligible voters vote in favor of reinstating citizenship. So section 11 and 12 deals with appeals, and there will be a citizenship appeals board, and it will be comprised of 5 citizens appointed by elders, and the board members will have a term of 4 years. The appeals process, an appeal can be filed with the Citizenship Appeals Board within 15 days after receiving a decision of the Citizenship Committee or notification of a decision by the community approval process. Appeals will include details supporting the reasons for appeals with written affidavit and any supporting evidence and a $100 fee. The appeals board will render a decision once having reviewed all the material. So in conclusion, the Citizenship Committee will be hosting follow-up engagement sessions, possibly in person and also virtually during the spring of 2021. And the citizens will also have the opportunity to vote on the proposed law in April of 2021.
If you would like to receive further information or have questions regarding the Sioux Valley Dakota Oyate Citizenship Law, you may contact us at the Sioux Valley Governance Office, P.O. Box 38, Griswold, Manitoba, R0M0S0, The phone number is 204-855-2760. Or if you would like to receive further information on the community approval process, you may contact our process officers, Jacqueline Ross Demas or Andrea Bone here at the Sioux Valley Governance Office, or via email at process.officers@svdngovernance.com. Again, it's process.officers@svdngovernance.com. Thank you.